Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to another edition of Bantikow. Alright, what comes going on today? As you can see, I got the front loader out and about here. And, actually I should do this before I forget about it. I'm halfway between two things. I need to compact our bunker just to make sure. Because as I've mentioned more than once, I'm sure now, you don't want to have an uncompacted bunker, because that leads to problems. And we need the silage. Now that we have the BG extension installed back on this map, we're going to need to have that thing running prim and proper. Because if we don't, we're going to run into problems. Alright. Yes, good thing I came back here. Because it needs to be compacted once again. We're coming up to the 50% mark, so it looks like this holds 350,000 is probably the mid mark, so that's what, 700,000? 700,000 liters of silage is a crazy amount of silage. It's funny, I realized how overpowered the regular biogas facility is, because you can just unload a whole bunker without a problem and just make money off it the whole time. At least with this, it's a bit more realistic with the BG extension I'm referring to, because you have to fill it up, let it run for a while, and you have to fill it up again. So remember, for the BG extension, the two times where you need to fill your bunker up is 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And when that happens, you need to make sure that's full. And if you don't, then you run into problems. Well, you have to restart your biogas facility, which costs another. I think it's only 100,000 if you have to restart it. But if you let it go for too long, you have to pay the price all back from the start, basically. So, and that's $240,000 to get it fired up initially, which is not something you want to pay all the time. Good. Looks like our bunker is nice and leveled out. This is what we're looking for. Excellent. Alright, let's do the other side just quickly, just to make sure. And go from there. I have to keep my bucket down, because if I turn it up, I've actually run into problems where I would actually pick stuff up unintentionally, of course, but there we go. Looks like we're good. Let's just park that over there for the time. Actually, no. I need this. I need it because I need to get some more potatoes. So if you recall from the previous episode, for whatever reason I tried to use the... oh, that was good timing too. I tried to use the conveyor belt to put potatoes into the BGA, which makes no sense at all, considering... you don't really need to do it that way at all. You could just as easily use the front loader and put it directly in, but for some reason, it's early in the morning, so you can see right up here, this is the current time of the morning, 6:36, so that's what I blame it on, at least. I'm a morning person though, so I can't really use that as an excuse. So, that coffee's good. But we will see what happens here. So like I said, we do want to get the solid substrate up higher, because then we produce more electricity or more kilowatts. It does take a little bit of time for it to get up to speed though. It's not like an overnight thing. It takes like a couple days, I believe, before it will fully before it gets into its full swing, and that truck can't get up that can't get up the pile, apparently. That's fine. I guess we'll have to do it for it. Yeah, it's just going slow, that's why. Alright, so let's do this nice. Might as well do this. One of the problems I've discovered with this particular trailer in Courseplay is that if it doesn't fully unload, it doesn't seem to do the bunkers very well. For whatever reason, I don't know what the deal is, but it just doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to like it very much. Because like, if I don't fully, oh, why is it just feeling right? Finish the rest of that off. What I've noticed is like if it doesn't fully unload, it'll just keep it like this little the pushing. I don't know what you call it, but this little part right here will stay at the back and doesn't work properly. So. But on the strange side. Alright, so that is for straw. We are looking for potatoes. That's that bunker. We could have used this bunker, actually. And maybe we will. I don't know why we would need silage here, though. Just as a... Yeah, I really have no idea why we would need silage here. Alright, let's get in here. We can close this. And let's grab another load. I'm pretty sure you don't need to do this, though. I don't know why. I have a sneaky suspicion I am doing this and I don't need to, but... Because there's that. I don't know. Alright, let's head back to the BGA. We'll go this way. Sure, why not? So far, one of the things I was thinking about is if there is a manure place or a manure storage facility. There are a couple I've seen around. Here's another bunkers down here, actually. Let me just show this to you. I noticed these a while back and I thought they were kind of interesting. So instead of it being like a drive-through bunker, these are the ones that are, you just drive in and that's it, like that. So that's kind of interesting. So there's those two over there as well. So should you choose to use those, they are right there. So they are just south of field 3, it looks like. But they're a nice little area. It was kind of when I found them, it was kind of just stumbled upon them. I was actually just driving out this back little path here, and I happened to notice them. Yeah, this will work perfect. This is the back half of our farm now, basically. The what you can call it, the back something pathway, I suppose would work. Anyhow, so yeah, this is the back of the farm where we have all our production facilities there. There actually is I think it's a seed and fertilizer and biogas facility all mixed together. I believe it's just one big building. I haven't messed around with it yet, but I have seen it more than once now. So I might take a closer look at that. I don't know yet, but could be interesting to check out. We shall see. We do have the mixing plant here, and I do want to use the mixing plant, the mixing station for TMR as well. I'd like to try that, just to show you guys, because it is pretty cool. All right. And speaking of TMR and silage, what we're going to do is, as we drive up here, it's going to swing by and take a look at the silage bales to see if they actually are silage or not yet. Because we do have a few laying in the field, and we can go drop a load of those in the mixing station. So we have some extra TMR on hand, mainly for the cows, because we don't have any cows yet, but we could easily buy some now and give them some TMR and whatnot. Alright, so here we are coming up on that field where we have, over here is where we have the silage bales just chilling out there. Not this field, the next field. But we'll see what happens with those, because I am kind of curious. They should be silage by now, because it's been a few days since they've been sitting out there in the field. And we're going to find out here in a second. It will also mean I can actually use the area again, because they were, I don't know how, that was like one of the very first episodes we did that, and they've been sitting there ever since. Alright, are they silage? They are indeed. So there you go. So each one of these bales is worth $5,386, just to give you an idea. If you want to sell these bales, you could sell them in the BGA extension, or the BGA, the normal BGA. These would probably just put silage in the BGA. They wouldn't put it like in the one, because I have the BGA extension. All that would do is it would fill up the BGA with silage. That's all it would do. But if you have the regular BGA without the BGA extension, then you can just get money automatically. Like with this particular system I have, you don't get money automatically. You only get money when it's running. Actually, I think I get money right now. It's a slow trickle, but you do get it. There we go. See, Ian, that made so much more sense that time. Alright, let's go take a quick walk up. What are we looking at here? Fill level, total solids. So we want to get that total solids in fermenter up to about 14%, I believe is the sweet spot. So, for now, we're just going to leave this guy here, because I don't want to do that again. And I do need to compact that bunker one more time here. So what we'll do maybe is this. Let's just do this while we're just chilling out here so we can do something else. So you don't have to see me compact this bunker multiple times. Let's just see if this might work. Well, I know this will work, but I'm just not sure how well it'll work in comparison to me doing it. But we'll find out. Alright, that's that. Let's put a reverse point there. So basically, we're just going to have this guy go back and forth. The problem we might run into is the fact that he may not be able to get back up on the bunker, just because of the height of it. So we're going to see that in a second. So I actually need to back up further than this point so we can actually hit the first point. Perfect. Stop, and that'll be just transfer, and there we go. He's going to drive back and forth there now. And how's this guy doing? He's almost full once again. Okay, perfect. What were we going to do? I totally lost my train of thought now. This guy still... Oh, he's getting close. Let's grab this guy right here. So you're going to go drive over to... What field is that guy in? Field 4. So let's go take a little jaunt over there. And those bales are silage bales now, so I can actually do that as well. So we're going to drive over to field 4 first. Then we're going to take some silage bales down to the cow barn and drop them in the mixing station, because I think that's the only thing we need. I'll have to double check now. And we want to go west. Somebody actually asked that in the comments. How do you know which direction is which on the map? Here's a crash course. The top of the map is north, the bottom of the map is south. The right side of the map is east, and that's west on the left side. So top, so it goes north, east, south, west. So if you're wondering for courseplay, the north side of the field would be up here. The northwest would probably be somewhere around here. So there's no square. So here, this field 14 is kind of a square field. So this would be northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. If it's a perfect square, it's usually not a problem, but if it's like a trapezoid shaped, then it's kind of, your guess is as good as mine where it's the starting point's going to be, even if you pick the southwest corner or something like that. So there's really no guarantee. Alright, so we want seeds. So as you can see, that's the little seed icon down there. And we're gonna just leave this guy around here, so when he does need seeds, I don't think... Well, we can actually drive it up there. I took out the tram line, so this is something that Farmer Beavis does. I realized this without... he actually follows these lines when he's driving around in the field, which makes sense. In real life, you would do that. Probably not when it's unseeded, but when you're fertilizing and whatnot, this is what you probably want to follow. Anyhow, I don't know how much further he's going to go, so I'm just going to drive it over here for the time being and just keep him out of the way. But he has seeds now, which is good. Actually, that's the tractor I'm going to need. Actually, no, it's not. Not necessarily. Alright, let's grab this, and let's go pick up some silage bales from the field, and then we'll go from there. One of the really cool things I like about this particular bunker is that it has this little spot where you can drive up. So if you have if you're using the truck like I am, you can just drive up there and have the truck drive over it that way, which is kind of nice. The one thing I'm not certain about is if that is considered if that's considered the bunker. So if you use if you're using courseplay like I am to do this sort of function, I don't know if it's gonna recognize that area as a spot to unload. Where the heck am I going? Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's go and actually pick up some silage bales and not go right past the entrance or exit twice. Jeez. Sometimes, I tell you, it's one of those things where if you are trying to talk and do something, so normally playing this game is not a big deal and trying to talk at the same time. However, We're looking for Phison 3, which is this way. However, there are times, depending on the game, like this game I've played a lot, so it's not a big deal, but there are some other games where, let's say you're playing Minecraft, for example. Sometimes in Minecraft you have to like try and concentrate to figure something out. Sometimes it's not a problem, so. This game's not too bad. Usually for a lot of people it's like backing up is where you hear people go silent, like a lot of, not just me, like it's a lot of people who go silent when you're backing up. And that's totally understandable because it is not always the easiest thing. So like if you're backing up one of these trailers, it's not a big deal, but if you're backing up one of those dolly trailers, you have to back up really, really slow for it to function the way you want it to. Alright, so the courseplay guy is going back and forth there. So that's what I was afraid of. Let's put always active. There we go. And he's doing not a bad job. I should probably slow him down a little bit. Let's put him to 10 kilometers maybe. And the reason why I'm dropping him down just so he hits those points a bit better. A little bit slower. Yeah, so that's better. So now he's going just a wee bit slower along here. He's probably just because he's backing up though. So the reversing speed is right there. One thing that they don't have in this version of Courseplay, which is kind of interesting, is they don't have the section where it says how fast they unload, which I thought was kind of interesting. Let's get this guy out of the way here. Oops. There we go. And let's hop back in this guy and let that truck go by. Alright, so we're going to pick up a few of these. I'm going to pick up a stack of these silage bales here and we'll take it to the mixing station. We don't really need to, but I just want to show you the mixing station because it is pretty cool. Actually, let's grab these ones right here because that will give me a chance to pick up that bale. And that's probably a... If I come over here and look at... Where is it? This bale right here, it's probably C, yeah. It's like... There's a little bit of quantity left, but it's not very good anymore because I left it out in the rain, which I suspected. There we go. And I think there may be one over here somewhere. Yeah, there's one. I can see it from now. That's not a bale there. So a couple bales that I missed. I didn't personally make these all into silage bales. I of course did that. One of the interesting things though, there is actually a mod I noticed just recently that allowed you to it would automatically unload the silage or the wrapper. So once the bale is wrapped, so if you're doing it manually, it'll automatically unload it, which is kind of cool. So like I did it a bit differently because I use Courseplay, obviously, but if I were to do it manually all the time, then of course I would want to have it unload manually, or automatically actually, sorry. Alright, good. Let's head to... oh, it's just north of here, perfect. One thing I should pick up, and I haven't picked it up yet, is I should pick up there's a mod that says which direction you're heading into. And that would be nice just because there's been more than once. I know there's one out there, I just haven't picked it up yet. I know there is one out there that says, hey, you're heading north or you're heading south. And it would just make, sometimes when you don't have the map open, so like if I have this open, I know which direction I'm heading in. So for example, if I know I need to head north, I would know I'd be heading in a northerly direction right now, which is better than blindly going in one direction. Excellent, so it does say it needs to be refilled, so we'll stop there. So we're coming up on the cow facility here, and this is where our mixing plant is, or mixing station. Oh, I keep calling it a plant. Alright, let's take a nice little wide loop here. Let's drive through this special bath so our cows are safe. Do I really need to get out and open these doors? Apparently yes. I thought I opened them, so apparently not. So let's drive through this special bath so they don't bring any bacteria into our cows. Like so. Excellent. And let's find that mixing station, which I can never find. So this is the cow facility, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me. We could buy some cows too, actually. And we could fill this bunker up right here. So there is the mixing station right there. Where are we here? We need... Is it O? It is O. Alright, so... that is the silage. So because these are silage bales, let's just see if this actually works. I've never done this before. Oh, sweet. It does. That's awesome. So there you go. A little bit of silage bales there. So what we're going to do is... so that thing is probably still full with... let's just come in here. So the actual place where you have to go check it is in the inside right here. And I'm of course going to say we're still missing hay. Surprise, surprise. So, can I actually roll these? That would be awesome if I could just roll these. Go. But actually, I could just nudge them. Just ever so gently. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why it says controls up there. Here is, of course, the manure storage point, and that, I believe, is a hay or straw storage point, I think it's supposed to be. So let's just nudge these into the appropriate place. There we go. So now, that's really cool. Like, look at those augers are moving and everything. That's awesome. If you ask me, at least. And these are, oh, they're still A+, really? Oh, I'm kind of surprised, actually. As you can see, I dropped some straw bales there. So now this guy should be working and should be producing a little bit of TMR for us. But that's where the mixing station is here. I think it's really nifty. K, as you can see, it says out of service for key J and N, K and M. That's usually for the, that's normally for the auger on the station itself. But because this doesn't have an auger, it just has a point you drive underneath. That's the point right there. That's why it's out of service. Excellent. So let's hop into this guy right here. And let's drive over, and I believe it's O. It is indeed O. So let's bring up the information just so we can see what's going on here. So what we should be able to see is, as we drive past our... I don't think you need to turn it on. No. It should just automatically start unloading as we get close. Should. Maybe... let's see if we can't get a bit closer here. I'm happy the arm is not collidable. That would be a little bit painful if it were. Oh, there it goes. So let's just I guess we'll have to do it this way. That's fine. So apparently what happened is, that's interesting. So what happened there was, once it started getting a little bit of seeds, it just continued, which is a bit strange actually. Alright, so let's drive over this, excuse me, and let's refill. And it should just start automatically refilling once I get close enough. Yeah, there it goes. So cool, that's how that overloader trailer works for seeds and whatnot. So that guy's full, I guess now. He is indeed. Okay, let's bring the arm in. Oh, interesting. So when it's actually, when it's folding, it's not, it is collidable, but when it's just out, it isn't. Maybe it's just the fact that, maybe it's just the ends of these, of this truck trailer isn't, or the tipper. Oh my goodness, cedar, holy cow, there we go. It might just be that the ends of this cedar aren't collidable, so. There we go, so he's going to continue on his journey now. And we'll leave that guy there to fill him up once again, once he's ready to be filled up. And what else? Was there something else I was going to show you guys? I can't think of it. This guy's doing his thing. This guy, I think this needs to be, I want to say this needs to be compacted still. Oh no, we're good. It's funny. I have such a weird habit to do, because I'm like, I'll hit the keyboard for some random reason. My hand will just stay at the WASD keys. And then I find myself driving with the WASD keys, even though the steering wheel's right in front of me. So I'm making my life more difficult, essentially. That's too funny. Alright, so that truck is coming back here. He's on his way now. Excellent, good. So what we'll have is I'll let that guy continue his journey. So he is currently doing something. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's turning around of some sort. And what we'll be able to do is, if I have, it's this guy, perfect. We do have fertilizer here as well. So we have 11,000 liters of fertilizer. So what we could do, theoretically, is we could take one of our, I think that's only dry fertilizer though. I don't know if that would actually work. What I was thinking is this. I do have a nice spray right here called the 2050 Vista Night. I just think it's a cool sprayer. It's the same 41 meter, yeah, it's exactly the same basically as these two are the same. 41 meters, 5,000 liters. Oh no, this actually holds a bit more. Oh. And it's cheaper? That's a bit strange. And it's actually cheaper to maintain per day. Okay. But think about picking up that. So it's $200,000, so. Oh, no problems that time, eh? What are you doing, buddy? It's not full. Anyways, I'll deal with that off camera. So that's it for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from Bantikow. Catch you guys later.